When I was done in politics, I had to figure out what I was going to do after that point, and there were numerous job offers and other things that were given, but I really wanted to do a couple of things in the community that mattered. So one of them was I really wanted to help a place called My Sister's Place. It deals a lot with homeless women who live on the street. I've come to really fall in love with this place. This is the house here that you can see. It was a donated house that helps them through programming and other things. So we'll find out more about that later. But I've just been so excited. I've been part of the team that's trying to raise funds for it and stuff. But I just think this is something of what London is all about. A community coming together to help people that have some real needs and also have real opportunities to make a difference in our own community life. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been really good for me. I've learned a lot through that process. But there's somebody here I want you to meet. This is Christy Cairns. Christy, how are you? Now listen, Christy, I'm going to have you show us the Coach House for a minute. I'll let you explain what it is. It's all very exciting. But you've been with My Sister's Place since April.
Yep.
What exactly are you doing?
So I'm fundraising for our capital campaign. So the house that was donated by a wonderful family here in London, it's got 3 stories and a full basement with over 20-foot ceilings. So it's tons and tons of space, but it's not accessible. So we need a new elevator. We've been fundraising for about 1.5 years, 2 years to add an elevator, which will be an addition off the back here.
Off the back, yeah.
And that will also let us use the 3rd floor of the house, which is right now completely empty, and it's a really amazing space. So we're looking forward to getting that completed. And then the other part of the project is the Coach House, which if you look over this way, you can see here.
Now, how old is that building, this Coach House, do you know?
I think it was 1862, so it's one of 2 original coach houses left in London. The Buchan House, which is the house that we're in, it used to be a horse farm, so this was, where they would keep their horses. So it's a really amazing space. It's been derelict for many, many years. Lots of people squatting in there, lots of interesting history. So it was identified that we could maybe use this space because when they bought this house, they also bought the empty lot next door where the house or the Coach House sits. So the micro enterprise really thought this would be a great space for them. The micro enterprise program empowers women to learn skills for running a small business and for creating jewelry, leather goods, artisan crafts, and they sell them.
And where would they sell that stuff?
Right now they sell them out of a tiny little room upstairs at My Sister's Place, which is, a challenge because it's a safe space for women, so men can't really come on site to purchase. So they thought this would be a really great spot for them to move in here. They'll have tons of space to work and grow. There's currently 12 women waiting to get into the program, so
that's great.
This will let them join, and also it'll give them space for a little storefront, so they're really excited.
So they could do storefront, but they could also, when they're ready, take it out to markets and other things and sell their products. I think that's
They do that now, that's primarily how they try to sell things, but this will give them a really stable place to storefront, basically.
So basically, women come in here to the house from off the street. You're not an overnight shelter. You're providing programs during the day and through the evening. And in the evening, how many women would you have come in, let's say?
It averages about 40 to 60 women an evening.
Well, that's a lot.
So,
and these are homeless?
Most of the women that come in the evening program are completely homeless. In the day, between the day and evening programs, we have about 110 to 140 women a day. So that our day program, we're open from 10 to 3, and any woman is welcome to come in. It's a safe space, and we provide laundry, hot meal. There's lots of people on site. A lot of community partners come on site to provide services. We've got a great leadership program where we train women to be leaders in their own communities and also to speak at public events. And so there's a lot of really great work that goes on there.
And you have a great relationship with the police. I mean, their headquarters is right across the street from the house, but obviously it's in their best interest too to work with you. Yep,
they are our best partner. We work together a lot, and we're also part of Watch Community Mental Health Services, so that is a huge basis of our organization. It helps us access housing for women, and basically anybody can come in the door here. We can connect them with services, and most of the time that services through Watch, so it could be case management, it could be a psychologist, it could be a doctor. There's lots and lots of services.
Well, would you be willing, now that the workers aren't there, to give us a tour of the coach house? We'll call it a program, call it This Old Coach House, something like that. But can you take us inside and show us what it's about?
Of course, just don't tell anyone.
Okay, so here we are, and I've noticed that you've got, we'll show it again in a bit, you got new cedar shingles, or old cedar shingles put up there, which is great.
Yes, those were all donated by Andy Spreet. It was from their family home, and they
really?
saved all the cedar shingles just for this project. So,
well, Andy's everywhere in this community, and his wife, they're very generous, so that's terrific.
They also donated services to do the blueprints and everything for the reconstruction, so we're very grateful to them. This project has also really been spearheaded by this CAW Local 27.
Yeah.
They're amazing champions for this project. They've raised a ton of money. They just had a fundraiser where they raised over $20,000 just for the coach house. So they're also invaluable in this project, and we received $102,000 from the London Community Foundation.
Yeah, that's great.
For this project. So they were really excited about the whole idea of micro enterprise and women supporting themselves, becoming self-sufficient. So
now I'm sure, because this is so old, there was a lot of kind of reconstruction that had to happen to steady it, right? Because I mean, it's all the old bricks and everything. And also the two openings that are here, are these going to be like windows or doors, or what will they be?
So first of all, I don't know if you can see, but there's kind of just above where the Buchan House sign is, the wall kind of tips out a little bit this way, so you can see it quite a bit on the upstairs inside. But yes, they are going to have to shore up all the bricks and build an internal structure and connect all the bricks, because we didn't want to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it. We wanted to preserve what there was. So these two doors here are going to be double doors. So on the outside will be large barn-style doors. Wood. They're going to look really authentic and old-fashioned. It's going to be great. And then behind them we'll have steel doors for some security.
That's good.
We're hoping to keep the wood door up at the top.
Love that door. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's really authentic.
Yeah.
And then we'll just fill these windows here with regular windows, and they've added some glass blocks in the other window openings on the main floor just for security.
Well, can you show us inside, Christy?
So it's actually not that big of a space once you get inside, but this is what we have. So I think we figured it's about 600 square feet, and there's a second floor. You probably won't go up there, but there isn't a lot of space up there, but there's enough to do some work. So we'll have a staircase over on this side here that will go up to the second floor. And we're going to have an accessible washroom down here, and this area here they're hoping to have some display cabinets and space to show the material or the products that everybody is making. And then in the middle, the concept is to have a really large working table with a whole bunch of workstations with individual lights and
you'll have plumbing and electricity, all that stuff.
And internet and everything, so that they'll be able to have a lot of space to work. And then hopefully at some point we'll be able to hook up a debit machine and credit card machine and all that kind of stuff. So we're looking forward to that. We thought originally we would put in a kiln and some welding equipment and stuff so that they could expand into stained glass and pottery. Once we got in the space, we realized there's probably not enough space. And if you think about how hot it would get in here if there was a kiln, it's probably not the greatest idea.
So what's the date for conclusion, you hope, for the construction to be done?
At this point, it will be in the spring. The main issue is we have to run services out here, and because it's a separate property from our house, it's quite a big process. So that is going to take several months of just preparation and planning and work with the city to try to figure out how we're going to do that. And once that's hooked up, then we can finish the project. So a lot of the work, like you can see, it looks like we've started. Most of the stuff that we have started, is easy home renovation stuff. So the major work we'll have to wait till we have a permit. So that will be in the spring.
Well, listen, thank you for the tour, but seriously, what's not to like? I mean, we're talking about women coming in off the street that are completely homeless, right? So they're not only getting really help at the good help at the big house here, but they're able to come over here and start making a living of their own. I mean, what's not to invest here? It's a really exciting thing, and we're happy for you too, because it must be great for you to have this outlet, so the women just aren't in the house, but they're able to start making their own way in life, which is really important.
Yeah, they always call the micro enterprise program the flagship program at My Sister's Place, because really the best thing that you can do is help and empower a woman to take care of herself and to be self-sustaining. So it's okay to get somebody housing, but once you get into housing, then what? You need to keep them give them the life skills to live on their own, keep a community around them to keep them safe and supported, and teach them or give them skills so that they can support themselves financially. And that's exactly what the Micro Enterprise Program does.
That's great. Christy, thanks very much for the tour.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, so there we are. I hope you get an idea as to why I think this is so important and why I would really want to give a lot of time to it. I just think that these women deserve all the help that we can possibly give, and My Sister's Place is now giving them that opportunity. So hopefully you folks will be able to help as well. But I'll give you more information on the blog.